It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams would be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get Week 1 underway.
Five glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
A second down run by Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, still going. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Yellow!
First down, and they go right back to him.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, you kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Here he is on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. A first down carry for Pacheco. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. There's time to chide him about poor tackling later, Brock.
And I probably will.
And you probably will. Coach probably will give him an earful about it as well. But let's not let the missed tackle take away from excellent effort he had on that run.
Yeah, it really was his effort to force that missed tackle. Okay, I think that's the key, and open the door for that touchdown. As soon as he slipped that stop, his mind was focused on one thing and one thing only, the end zone.
Butker with the extra point. And they'll take the lead. Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. They're out and set, first and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with third down and 5. They send a tight end in motion. Now Jackson on third down. Into the hands of Likely. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down, here's Lamar. Connects with Bateman. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, a run for Henry. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's 2nd and 11. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the...
They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Tucker on for the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your court.
Breaks through, and he might break away. Breaks out the spin cycle, he's in, touchdown! The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a slim 2-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's got to gain a 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Aguilar. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. It's an option left. He loses the football. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Ravens looking for a score before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco and get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Yellow.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Hardy on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Slot man motioned over. Oh, they're going to run the off. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners, and he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
The Chiefs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push the lead to 2 scores now. Reed now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Flying down the middle with Henry. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Yellow, yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
From the 23. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. A give right side, here's Pacheco. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Yellow.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up. Cut near the goal line. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Yellow.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The Chiefs could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He can run it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Gun. Here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Andrews with the catch. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. From the 48. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Motion man sent left. 1st down, here's Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. The back grabs it. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to within 1 score. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Hardman with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. Second down now, 7 to go.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Right back to Pacheco. Has room inside the 25. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win!
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So score this a win for the Chiefs as the 2024 season officially gets underway. Our first regular season game together now in the books, Brock. Great work, partner. The first of many, we hope, in our time with EA Sports. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.